Hello, I'm Mitch Penal, and today I bring you another video. Today we're trying something a bit new. I felt inspired by the Warhammer book story, The World of the Silent King, the story by L.J. Growling, or Grolding, something like that. I think it's Grolding. The story of the Blood Angels and the Necrons are locked in a bitter war, but are forced into an uneasy truce when tyrannids threaten their survival. I feel it was a great story in my opinion, and to be honest, this is the entire inspiration of this. And I had an extra Blood Angel that I had kitbashed a while back that I wasn't happy with, so this is a good way to redo that model. So let's get into it, shall we? Kitbash, I grab a older Blood Angel I kitbashed. I will leave the video I did that one up in the cards, but I grabbed this intercessor slung over rifle, a Hell Blaster's scope, and attached those together with a magazine, removing the scope, the actual scope that comes with it, for this more fancy one. My idea for this exiled, dishonored Blood Angel is a Blood Angel that has either disobeyed orders, or has, in my headcanon, has gotten fascinated by Necron technology, and in doing so has committed tech heresy, as Astartes are not supposed to use Xenos tech, therefore regarded as a renegade, if I remember correctly. Yes, a renegade. So for that, to survive, he's adopted more Necron technology that he's scavenged or taken from Necrons that he has fought or stumbled across. And in doing so, he has found a Necron warping device, or teleportation device, that digitally uploads him and teleports him around. So with that, he now can just zip here, zip there, disappear then, and gets, I thought, the best way to show that he's in like mid-teleportation is having the digital tendrils that the Necron Overlord has. And so that's what I'm going with. I'm going to put a little bit of like digital-esque stuff on his armor, so it does look like he's actually being warped away or deconstructed. And I'm going to have the larger tendrils like around him to just like correlate that he's not just taking himself but others. Like here, I'm going to put this little tech bit there, shave down his shoulder pad just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, enough that it'll give you some context about. I attach a little tendril up to the top of his backpack, and this is kind of my whole idea. Yes, he does look very clean, but my idea is that anything that's become like too dangerous for him, he's just like, yeah, nah, goodbye, and warps away before the danger can actually get to him or become an actual problem. I like this idea so much that, well, I've done this whole model. And this whole thing the idea came to me as I was reading the, what was it called? The Warhammer book of Necron and Blood Angels. What's that one called? I wasn't reading it, I was listening to it. God, I can't for the life of me remember the name. I'll look it up. My phone will work. But yeah, I attach a lot of this like Xenos tech, Necron tech. And to be honest, this is surprisingly a very fun little project with like the Xenophage sword and all that. The Word of the Silent King, that's it. The Black Library book. Or story. By L.J. Growling. Growling? Growling? That one. Yeah. But reading that book, I'm just like, it would be such an interesting idea to have like an actual Blood Angel give in to using Xenos tech. Even though it is heresy, his curiosity grows. And doing so, he's pushed his limits that the Inquisition will handle. So, he was sent to be exiled or eliminated by the Death Watch. I feel like that would be the most incredible way. Actually, not Death Watch, the Black Templars. That's it. To make him serve out some penance. But instead, no. These Blood Angels use this teleportation device. I can't remember the name of it. I know it's got a name. It's like teleportation matrix or teleport matrix or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it takes this device and just nopes out of there. Just disappears through digital download and then reappears on a tomb world. And now stealing, rebuilding, he has, well, prospered. Instead of failing his others, he's adapted to the world. And now he wanders the world, zipping in and out of reality with his teleportation matrix. And just surviving that way best he can. Anything that's too hard for him to destroy on his own, he just zips out of there. And I like that idea so much. He's not more of a coward, more of a smart Astartes. Now I take this older sanguinary guard's head with the death mask, and I drill out one of the eyes and put a 1mm ball bearing in there. Give him a bit of an optic sort of situation going on. Army Painter Matte Black, Game Color Scarlet Blood. Using this as a very dark red base coat, I'm going to slowly highlight from here. Trying my best to hit only the raised edges, but of course, knowing me, I always fail that. So I try my best to just hit the upper sections, leaving a fair bit of darkness if I can, if I remember, more so. I feel like I'm jumping around too much, but eh. Game Color Scarlet Blood. I use this to add more saturation. I'm going to slowly add saturation just to make this look nicer, better. And it doesn't work out perfectly the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. It definitely is a good learning experience. A lot of this stuff is not too tricky to do. Model color, white glaze. I use this to hit all the raised edges, just to give me like a white base coat, even though it technically comes out a little bit pink, but that's okay. And I just try my best hitting the very tippy tops of those brighter edges. And then my goal is to hit it with a contrast, and then that should make it all pop. Now, did I use too much contrast? Yes. Did it work out perfectly? No, but it worked out good enough. Could have been better? Absolutely. Citadel Contrast. Blood Angels Red. Now if I did it just how I'm doing it now and not just coating the whole thing in it, this would have looked so much better. But did I listen to myself? No. This is definitely a more is less situation, and I did not do that correctly. As good as it looks now, it just gets completely drowned out, and then I lose all that extra shading, which I feel really annoyed by. Army Painter Matte Black, Citadel Base Lupercal Green. This is a base coat for all the Necron tendrils and all Necron techie bits. As is a dark bluish green, and it works really nice in my opinion. And I'll slowly highlight like I did with the armor. This time will work a little bit better. I'd also hit parts of the helmet, specifically the blood drops. Get the Lupercal green as well. Citadel Base Lupercal Green. Again, I use this as a highlight. On camera it looks a bit blue, but that's okay. It does have a greenish hue to it, and it works out really nicely in my opinion. I hit the eye, the ball, all the bits and bobs. I also, here I start hitting the blood drops. Model color white glaze. I use this to tap all the edges and blade details, just to add a little bit of as a base coat for the final green I add to this. Pretty simple stuff, nothing too crazy. I could have done some OSL, but I wasn't too feeling in the mood to do something that crazy yet, but it's definitely a possibility. Army Painter Matte Black, Game Color, Glorious Gold. I use this for the helmet, or the mask I guess. Along with the Aquila and anything that's supposed to be gold on the model. I also do the hand, because technically that's a robotic hand. The scroll or sigil on the bolt rifle, but that's a personal choice, so I'm not too worried about it. Citadel Base Dryad Bark. I use this for this leather. It's not an important piece, so it doesn't matter too much. And of course it's out of focus because I'm a genius. Actually I had it on the wrong setting when I rechecked my phone, but it's fine. I just hit anything that was leather, except for the strap, because again, idiot. Citadel Base Lupercal Green, Citadel Contrast Striking Scorpion Green. I use this as the highlight color for the tendrils. For the tendrils, anything that I did white in the second step, or the second half of this, gets the Lupercal Green with Striking Scorpion Green, and it looks really nice in my opinion. It's simple, it's easy, it can be done by anyone, and it does a lot. Model Air US Desert Armor. I use this for the blonde hair, because everyone that's ever seen blonde is actually not yellow, it's like a pale sandy color, or a tan. I mean, yes, there are people with the pure blonde, but that's not a real blonde. Like that big, shiny, weird looking blonde, that's not a blonde hair, that is dyed. Army Painter Matte Black. Citadel Base Lead Belcher. I use this for the, well, silver. And it's supposed to be silver, gets the Lead Belcher. Simple, easy, I'm quite happy with this model. Not many colours used actually. And came together pretty quickly, to be honest. I just love this idea of this like a Blood Angel or a Astartes just taking in Necron-y bits. Here are the final results. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And if you want to, check out the Discord down below. I'm trying to build a community myself, as many YouTubers do. So I hope you guys come down and have a check it out. It's nothing great at the moment, but it will grow. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.